Hey, what's going on? This is Marcus Carson from Stay Dedicated Fanzine, and we're here in Atlanta at the PS Warehouse. We just got through watching Reign Supreme play with Russ Beltlights and Rome Malone, The Undertaker. Shout outs to those kids. And right now I'm sitting here with the Reign Supreme vocalist, Jay. For people who don't know who you are, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Jay Pepito. I'm 27 years old. I'm half Irish, half Filipino, 100% American badass, and I sing for Philadelphia-based metalcore band Reign Supreme.
Word up. All right, that's what's up, man. So yeah, man, congratulations on your newest LP, Testing the Limits of Infinite. Sorry.
Whatever.
You know, tell us how this record is different from, or in same comparison to, like, American Violence.
I think it's really different in a lot of ways. Like, American Violence, I mean, like, you gotta kind of think of bands in terms of, like, wavelengths and not so much, like, start and finish. And I think, like, when this band started, there was a lot of, like, songwriting I wanted to get out that was more from, like, my youth, like, a really heavy, like, Madball or, like, Crown of Thorns kind of influence.
Right.
Maybe even, like, you know, Earth Crisis or something.
Right.
And as we progressed, like, especially with the last record, there's a lot more influence going on and a lot of different things going on. It's not necessarily that I'm listening to anything new. It's just that instead of just being like, okay, well, this is my hardcore band, so I'm going to sound like Madball, it's kind of, I don't know, I guess we've kind of like stepped out of that a little bit and we're trying to incorporate different influences into it. So it's not so much like just a straight up hardcore record, I think, in a lot of ways. I think in a lot of ways it's got a little more engagement for the listener.
Right.
At least I hope it does. If not, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think definitely our next record too is going to be, it's probably going to just totally kick us out of the hardcore scene at this point. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I totally enjoy the new music, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed American Violence a lot, man. You know, I realize a lot of your lyrics deal with, like, alienation and feeling like, you know, you don't fit in with the real world. And, you know, being a hardcore kid, you feel like people don't really give a fuck about you. You know, so when you write your music, man, like, what are most of your lyrics and your standpoint on, like, being a lyricist for Reign Supreme and hardcore in general?
Well, I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like, ever since I was a little kid, I don't know why, but I just have this, like, this crazy feeling of, like, I don't know, alienation and, like, loneliness. Like, I just feel like I don't belong anywhere, and I don't really have any real friends and this and that. Like, you know, poetic, dramatic stuff. But
Right.
I guess it's just kind of what I write about. It's just these, like, just these feelings that I have, you know, and that's just pretty much what I write about. I mean, there's not a lot to it. Like, some songs have a little more depth to them. Like, there's a song about, you know, there's a love song on a new record. There's, like, you know, there's songs about issues that I feel in the hardcore scene and among friends and friendships and stuff. I just write about kind of whatever happens to me, you know.
Okay. Word, man. You know, what is your opinion on a lot of these bands in hardcore that mostly talk about unity? You know, a lot of bands like to talk about supporting the scene, but yet it seems like some of the same kids in the same bands have, like, real elitist attitudes towards all the new kids. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my question would be, like, what is your question for all the new kids getting into hardcore, like all the older heads trying to make the kids feel like they're not accepted or not wanted?
I mean, in a lot of ways, like, as far as what I would say to, like, the newer generation of hardcore kids coming in, I'd say fuck them. Not the new kids, but the kids who are trying to keep you out. Like, who fucking cares? It really doesn't matter. Like, I could seriously go on for hours about the amount of shit I got from dudes from North Jersey when I first started going to shows and how lame they thought I was.
Word.
And those dudes are seriously, like, pathetic now. Like, so, I mean, it just doesn't really matter. Like, as long as you're happy, just do what you do, and eventually, like, it'll all kind of even out and you'll just be alright. As far as the older kids go, I mean, if you're not happy here anymore, just fucking leave. I mean, I don't go to every single show that comes through town anymore because it's not as fun as it once was. I don't love every band like I used to, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, I support the bands I like Foundation or Have Heart or Rise and Fall. And the bands that I don't like, who I won't name, I don't go to their shows because I just don't care about them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
I just say do it from the heart and do what you care about doing and just have fun with it. And if any of that ever stops, then just you know, have a little bit of decorum and just leave before you're kicked out, I guess.
Or is anyone in Reign Supreme straight edge?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer because our lineup is pretty scattered right now, but definitely our guitar player Mikey is straight edge. Clint, who is our bass player but isn't on this tour, is also very straight edge. He has several straight edge tattoos.
Indeed.
And I'm not straight edge, but I don't really drink, I don't really do drugs, I don't really do anything. If I had to say anything, I'm probably close to that original Ian McKay definition of straight edge, where you just, you know, don't really do this stuff as part of my lifestyle or something. Like I drink wine occasionally, maybe I'll have a beer once in a while. I don't really drink anyways because I'm a pretty active person, and alcohol kind of fucks with your body, so I don't really.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, Atlanta hardcore straight edge represented right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, cool. What's your favorite Madball record?
That's a good question, man. For nostalgic purposes, probably drop Many Suckers. I think the best Madball record is Hold It Down. I love Look My Way too. A lot of people shit on that record.
Word up.
I like them all, man.
Madball's that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that show y'all played back in March with Madball.
Oh, thanks.
Called to Preserve, man. Word up. That was dope.
Yeah, they're the best hardcore band.
What city do you guys enjoy playing the most, man? Like, if out of all the like towns you come through, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Harlem's Way. I'm sorry y'all couldn't be here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Great band. I would say of all the cities we enjoy playing the most, definitely one of them is Boston. Boston is probably like, I don't know why, but Boston's almost like our home city. Like Philly's cool, but Boston is just, they seem to like us more up there, I think. I always like playing Southern California. We always do really well there.
Okay.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
It's always really good.
You got a real dope scene down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids there. I guess it just depends where. I mean, Atlanta's starting to be really cool. It was kind of a struggle at first, but it seems like kids here are catching on a little to what we're doing, which is cool. And if not, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Pretty much everywhere is fun for us. Indianapolis is really fun. Oh, Montreal, Toronto.
Yeah, man. Thank you for stopping through ATL, man. I appreciate you doing the interview with me, man.
Anytime, dude.
You got any shout-outs you want to do before this is over? Any last requests?
Not really, man. If you haven't got the new Converge record yet, get it because it's really, really good.
Word.
Check out the newest 4 Year Strong record, the one that's not out yet because they sing on it. So you should check that out.
Word.
And I don't really know. I guess that's about it. Just do what you love doing and make life worth living. Make every day special and live each breath to the fullest, I guess.
All right. Well, there you have it, Atlanta. There you go, worldwide reign supreme interview with Jay. I want to thank you, man. If you haven't checked out Stay Dedicated Fanzine, check us out at myspace.com/stay_dedicated_fanzine_X. Real good shit. Issue 6 coming out. Naysayer, Bad Seed, Bear Trap, Amul 9, KRS-One. A lot of shit in there, man. Check us out. Peace.